Hey guys, it's Hayden from Patrick Craig Academy, and today's video is all about apostrophes when they're being used to demonstrate possession. This is coming from the ACT Grammar Punctuation packet, and this lesson starts on page 36. So when we're dealing with apostrophes in looking at these questions, deciding whether or not we even need one, we have broken it down into a couple steps you guys can follow to make sure that you're not using one where you don't need one, and you're putting them in all the right places. So the first thing you're going to want to do is identify possession in your sentence, paragraph, whatever. To do this, you're going to want to find your owner and your object. If you can't do that, and this is a huge key, then there's probably not possession and you're not going to need an apostrophe. Let's look at this sentence, for example. On Monday, engineers made careful measurements for the day's work. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask ourselves, to who, to what does the work belong? Well, it belongs to the day. So our owner is the day and our object is the work. From there, we have to determine plurality because we don't know if we need to do an apostrophe S or just add an apostrophe after an S. So to do this, we're just going to take another peek at our thing, put it in its original form. On Monday, engineers made careful measurements for the day's work. So we're looking at days, which in its original form is singular. Just day. From there, we can apply the S rule. If the word just ends in an S, all we're going to do is add an apostrophe after it. So James is going to become James's. Even though we're saying James's and it sounds like we're adding that apostrophe S, it's really just an apostrophe tacked onto the end. If it doesn't end in S, we're going to add an apostrophe S. Turkey becomes turkeys with an apostrophe S on that. Here's our same sentence for the example. We know that days is singular, so we're going to turn that original form of day into day apostrophe S. So our final sentence is going to read, on Monday, engineers made careful measurements for the day's work, with our day saying apostrophe S. There is the always never rule, something that can be really helpful when you're going through apostrophe questions. So the owner will always have an apostrophe. The object will never have an apostrophe. If you can remember that, you're fine. Because you will see answer choices just like this. Lacey's clothes, what are her clothes possessing? And why is she not possessing them? Or even this example where Lacey is still possessing her clothes, but her clothes are possessing something else. Both of these are incorrect. Lacey is possessing her clothes. Here's some practice exercises you can do in the packet. We're going to move on to this sample question. Go ahead, feel free to pause if you want to read through. This sentence, we're dealing with spotlights near the soldiers' feet lit up the men's faces, showing expressions of fatigue, concern, and determination. So, we have to determine the same thing, possession and plurality. So, the soldiers' feet. It sounds like the soldiers are possessing their feet. The feet belong to the soldiers. So we know that we're going to have some sort of possessive apostrophe here. But the question is, are we dealing with one soldier or a lot of soldiers? Well, it says men right here, which is our red flag. We're dealing with a lot of soldiers. This is something that's plural that we're making possessive. And when something's plural and we make it possessive, all we do is add that apostrophe on right after it. The correct answer is, for that reason, B. We're going to do one more sample question together. Go ahead and read through. When you see this, I began carting my guitar around everywhere, to school, to work, to friends' houses. Same thing. Do the houses belong to somebody or something? They do. They belong to the friends. The friends own the houses. And now we have to ask, is this one friend or is this more than one friend? In this case, we're dealing with more than one friend, a lot of friends. So all we're going to do, add that apostrophe after the S. The only answer choice that does that is answer choice C, putting it right there. Here's some ACT questions you can do if you want to practice some more, but that's all for apostrophes.